Hello everyone, I hope you guys are well. In this video we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be eating Ghanaian vegan food all day. Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you find it helpful. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jasmine. I've recently moved from Sydney, Australia to Ghana, and I'm sharing all my experiences here on the channel. Go ahead and subscribe by clicking that red button. Give this video a thumbs up. It really does help me out a lot. And turn on your notification bell so you don't miss another upload from me. And yeah, just a quick one before we get into the video. I do have a website where I sell natural skincare and hair care. It's www.luxuriouskinandhair.com. The link will be in the description box. If you want to support me, you can subscribe to my mailing list just down the bottom of the homepage, or you can shop on my website. I have tons of natural skincare and hair care handmade right here in Ghana. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, for breakfast we are going to be having Tom Brown. Tom Brown is a traditional Ghanaian breakfast. It's made from roasted corn that's milled into a fine powder. This particular one contains soya bean and it also contains peanuts. You can customize it to suit your own preferences. You can add whatever ingredients. Some have sugar added to it already, some have milk added to it already. It's really up to you. This one my grandma makes, not my grandma specifically, but it's in my grandma's house basically, and it contains soybeans and peanuts and the corn that's basically been all roasted together and then milled into a fine powder, and you basically cook it into a delicious porridge. Traditionally you can add milk to it, but I think it's pretty healthy on its own, and that's why I wanted to use it in this particular video for people that are vegan that will be living in Ghana and are looking for local foods to eat. So basically I feel like this is rich in protein because of the soybeans and because of the peanuts, and so even if you don't add milk, it's still filling. Basically I just made it into a liquidy mixture, and then I poured it into boiling water to make my porridge. It doesn't take long for it to cook. It took about maybe 10 minutes really. You can make it thicker or lighter, however you prefer. Along with it, I'm just gonna cut up some oranges just to have with my breakfast, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This is very unusual for me, like to eat something like this for breakfast. Generally I am not vegan, so I will have eggs or something like that, but you know, we're testing this out, so let's see how we go. Okay, this was a delicious breakfast. Surprisingly, it was quite filling, although I got hungry not too long after. I got hungry maybe like an hour and a half or 2 hours later. I guess because I didn't have my regular eggs and my body is not used to that yet. So yeah, but it was delicious. So I hope you guys will try it out or taste it if you've never had it before. I know I have some Ghanaian subscribers as well, so do let me know if you do like Tom Brown or it's not something you enjoy at all in the comment section below. So our breakfast is basically done. I'm going to add a little bit of sugar to it just to make it a little bit sweet. You can omit this if you don't eat sugar, but I do, so I am going to add a little bit of sugar. You can use honey or any other sweetener that you prefer to it. And yeah, that is pretty much breakfast served, and it was yummy. That was good, guys. Empty containers. All my oranges demolished. Okay, guys, so when I got hungry, I just made myself some popcorn, just to keep me going because, yeah, I was hungry. I did have some dried cranberry in between as well, which I didn't show you guys, just to keep me going. So, yeah. For the popcorn, I generally add like maybe a teaspoon of sugar and like a teaspoon of butter to it. But this time I just used a little bit of olive oil and I added the sugar to it and then I sprinkled it over. Can I just say I prefer the butter to the olive oil? The olive oil has a strong flavor that I didn't really like. So yeah. But I did finish it regardless, as you can see. So for lunch, I made yam eto. I have a recipe for this on my YouTube. I'll link it in the description box below. Although in that recipe, I use plantain. In this recipe, I substituted the plantain for yam, and it was delicious and it was very filling. The only thing is I didn't have any avocados, and so like I feel like it wasn't as filling as it could have been. Generally this recipe is had with eggs and avocado, but I didn't have any eggs and I didn't have any avocados, so it was like much lighter than it should have been. So again, after this I just snacked my way through till it was dinner time. I feel like dinner time was the most filling part of my whole day. I feel like my dinner was very wholesome and very, very filling in comparison to everything else that I had throughout the day. Everything was delicious, but not as filling as dinner was. And for lunch, I added like a healthy amount of peanuts just to make it a little bit heavier and more filling. Generally, peanuts are added to this recipe, but I added like extra peanuts just to make it like more filling. So yeah. And generally the oil that's mixed in with the yam is flavored with some kind of salted or dried fish, but I didn't add any of that to this recipe. It was still delicious, I must say, just not as filling. And for dinner, I made contemporary stew. I'm not going to go into detail because I have a recipe for this on my channel as well. So I'll link it in the description box below. This has loads of spinach. It has ground pumpkin seeds. It's very, very filling, very delicious, very healthy. You can have it with rice. You can have it with cooked yams. You can have it with plantain. You can have it with whatever you want, really. And yeah, so that was my dinner. I had this with some boiled rice and I had a little bit of black-eyed beans in my fridge, so I just warmed that up and then I put it on the side of this. Some people mix the black-eyed beans into the contemporary, but I don't really like that, so I just kept the beans on the side and it was really, really good. This was my favorite part of the whole day. I really enjoyed this meal. And yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. That's my whole day of eating vegan Ghanaian food. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, don't forget to give this a thumbs up and don't forget to follow your bliss. So now life is short. Follow your bliss. Na nipa ye den. Follow your bliss. Na die besi biaye. And follow your bliss. Na den ne mada. Take care, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.